Greetings everyone, this is Alt Lexington playing for Meriki Revenge on my Orion character called Ursula, a Brigadier General level 44. And as usual she's in the IKS Tinkerbell 3. And now we're going to play a rather special episode. The last one, the fourth and last one in the Vigilance story arc, called Temporal Ambassador. It's special because of the reward you get at the end. General, we've detected an anomaly in the Azure Nebula. Because of the Folian activity in that area, we're concerned that they may be attempting to open a rift to the mirror universe. I need a ship to go out there and check it out. Now, I'm not going to show you the reward, not until the end. Accept. Go to Azure Nebula. Got the arrows there, so the mission is active, and we can head all the way down there on auto navigation. Cool, space is big. Really, it is. It's really, really, really big. It's bigger than that even. That's why it takes so long to get anywhere, especially when you're in a big lumbering cruiser. A cruiser that has no slipstream drive yet. We're on our way to that big blue nebula called Azure. Accolade complete. Romulan resurgence, Taudui sector. Is it Taudui or Taudui or something? I can never pronounce any of this. That's why I like characters in game, to have their actual vocals rather than just text, so you can understand how things are meant to be pronounced. The nebula's coming in sight now. It's that big blue thing there, believe it or not. And it's apparently a lot of Folian activity here. This is one of the better episodes, actually. I just hope I don't crash while recording it, which is normal for me. Let's read that. A Class 11 nebula comprised mainly of oxygen and argon with traces of Theta Xeon, fluorine and beryllium. The Azure Nebula was the site of an encounter between the USS Excelsior and a battlecruiser commanded by the legendary Captain Kang in 2293. The Excelsior escaped by igniting the volatile beryllium gas, disabling the Klingon vessel. Recent Folian activity in the region has uncovered a series of subspace corridors throughout the nebula. These corridors may lead to other regions of space, even other dimensions. Begin Temporal Ambassador. That was quick. Captain, Cronus Command reports that a space-time anomaly has been seen in this area of space. With the Folian activity in this region, they wanted us to check it out and determine if it is a threat. have it on sensor, sir. Locking in coordinates now. Continue. And there it is, right in front of us. Let's go have a look then. Whee! Oh, that's a Folian ship up ahead. It's a recluse. Those ones are real tough. That was odd. I'm no longer detecting anything in front of us, but I'm picking up a similar or possibly the same anomaly at a new location. I've updated the coordinates on the map. So that Folian recluse disappeared, and the anomaly moved places. And there's something in front of it again. What is it this time? Wells class. Ooh, that's a ship from the future. It happened again. The anomaly has jumped to a new location. It can't keep doing this forever, sir. We just need to get close enough for a sensor sweep. And there it is again. And that's a Klingon ship there. D7 battlecruiser, an older one. Not again. Science is working on extending active sensor range, Captain. New coordinates locked in. Thank you. Let's scan the hexafluorine gas first. So, new coordinates. Here we are. So we've got a nebula jumping so we've got an anomaly jumping about the Azor Nebula, and that looks like a Federation ship. Ambassador class. Scan anomaly. We got it. We got our scan. Ooh, sinister music. Huh? What was that? What the hell? Something certainly broke her Nicoelastic. Permission granted. You are authorized for docking bay 3. The hell? Something big just happened. We scanned the anomaly and got dragged in, and it made something big happen. Well, it made her put trousers on, which is major in her ways. Check in with Franklin Drake. Talk to Franklin Drake. So I just beamed in from my ship went into the scan the anomaly, got dragged in and turned into a freighter, and her clothing became a bit more respectable. And that freighter asked to dock at this asteroid base, controlled by the Folians. Interesting. So let's talk to Franklin Drake, who we remember from previous episodes as I think he was a Section 31 spy of some sort.
Do you have a question?
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Franklin Drake. I was born on a little colony world on the edge of Cardassian space. After the Federation fell to the Klingons, a lot of people moved out of the war zones to try to make new lives. It worked. For a while. When the Bajorans discovered that wormhole and the Dominion invaded, no world, no matter how remote, was safe. I signed on to help fight the Dominion, for all the good that did. The Dominion swallowed the Bajorans whole, and then joined up with the Breen and the Cardassians to destroy the Klingons and the Romulans. After that, it was just a matter of carving up the Alpha Quadrant.
So, this is a new timeline that we've jumped into, where the Federation was defeated by the Dominion. Was it? No, the Federation was defeated by the Klingons in this timeline, which left this whole region of the galaxy open to a Dominion invasion. And now the Tholians have taken over.
The Tholians got this piece of space in exchange for signing a non-aggression pact with the Dominion. It wasn't hard to see that the only way to survive was to sign on. Now I'm like you. I work for the Tholians, and in exchange I get a cot, a couple of replicated meals, and the chance to live for one more day. With a little luck, I'll get through tomorrow, too.
So, in this timeline, the Federation and the Klingons went to war. The Federation lost. So when the Dominion invaded from the Gamma Quadrant, they took over almost everything. Except for a little bit they left for the Tholians.
Do you need anything else?
I'm back with the Techosite shipment.
Thank you, Captain. The Tholian Assembly appreciates your loyalty. So many ship captains threw away their lives needlessly in the days after they annexed this area of space. It'll take a few hours to offload your cargo. Feel free to grab a hot meal in the commissary. I know that comforts can be hard to come by in this sector. I recommend the plomeek soup. It almost tastes like something.
Vulcan soup.
Do
Thanks.
you need anything else?
Not from you. Okay. Hang on. I recognise that person. It's one of my crew. Talk to Morale. Hello. You look familiar. So do you. Have you been in any other work camps in this sector? Work camps. Tell me about yourself. I'm Morel. I've been here for about 6 weeks now, working in the cargo bays. I'm pretty good at fixing things, even the worn-out junk the Tholians give us. So we look familiar to each other, but we don't know each other, even though he's one of my bridge officers. Who's this guy over here? Datan, leader of the Romulan Republic. What's he doing here?
Hello.
Hello, tell me about yourself.
For all I know, you could be informing on me to the Tholians. But if I don't answer, you'll probably tell them I'm hiding something. Fine.
Continue.
My name is Datan. I was born on Romulus. After the war, I signed on to a freighter crew working the Bolian run. My captain got in trouble with the Tholians, and I ended up here. I'm a true and loyal servant of the Tholians, and I don't want any trouble. Now go away and leave me alone. I have work to do.
He's trying to keep a low profile.
Don't bother me.
Interesting. Let's make our way to the commissary to grab ourselves a bite, because comforts are hard to come by in this sector, and even harder in Dominion space probably, which is apparently everywhere. Oh, scan something. Geranium ore. Cool, the lag nearly made me miss that. Take. there's quite a few people to talk to here. Let's talk to this person, whoever you are. Talk to Salmek. Ooh, I know Salmek. He's what's his name? Son. Trying to think of his name. He's the son of the leader of the Remans, and he's a disappointment to his father. Or he was until I straightened him out. Talk to Salmek.
It's too bright in here.
Yeah, you're always complaining about how bright it is. Tell me about yourself.
Why would you care about me? No one cares about me. I don't even care anymore. Go away. Go away. And leave me alone.
Miserable sod. But then, he's always been like that. God, I can't remember his father's name. But he's a powerful Reman. Oh, it's another one of my bridge officers. Talk to Talash. Hello. Tell me about yourself. I'm Talash, but most people around here call me Chief. I do a little bit of everything. Security, ship work, cargo hauling, anything that pays and will get me to the next port. You look familiar. Yeah, I've seen you around. Weren't you the one caught cheating in the Tongo game on Drozana? Heard that Ferengi had his Nausicaan buddies break your arms. How long were you out of action? So he does know me. He obviously doesn't remember an alternate timeline. So my bridge officers aren't my bridge officers anymore. They've now got different alternate lives. Hey, look who it is. Let's talk to Mon. Let's see the riveting conversation he has. Tell me about yourself. Whew, look at that. That is fascinating. I've never heard such a story before. It's so enlightening, so vivid, so adventurous. Thank you, Mon. Thanks for nothing. Excuse me. Okay. Let's have a chat to this person, whoever it is. Talk to Ranjan Sky. Ah, he was the Cardassian ambassador. Talk to Ranjan Sky.
Have we met?
Tell me about yourself.
You're just asking to be polite, aren't you? I find idle chatter so tedious these days. Still, it's a way to pass the time. My name is Rugen Skyle. I used to be a member of the Cardassian government until I had a conflict with a rival faction. Politics on my world can be quite cutthroat. Now I'm here. It's better than execution, but only just. The food here is terrible, and the company is worse.
Yes, Cardassians do like to talk, even when they complain about idle conversation.
Another question?
Nah, not for you. Hang on, wasn't that another one of my bridge officers walking past there? Having a close eyeball of me without trying to be spotted. Let's have a look here. Tanas, her. Tanay, sorry. She is the Admiral of Starbase 39, where everybody hangs out to use the exchange and everything. Talk to Tanay.
Yes,
Tell me about yourself.
my name is Tanae, and for many years I served in Starfleet. After the war was lost, I joined a resistance movement attempting to liberate the core worlds. We failed. We were able to keep the Klingons at bay, but not the Dominion and their allies. After the Breen destroyed Earth and the Dominion occupied Betazed, continued resistance was illogical. Against all reason, we continued our fight as our resistance cells fell, one by one. You might say I was one of the fortunate ones. I survived. I would not agree.
Sounds like a story is similar to that of the Marquis in the normal timeline. They lose their worlds and fight for freedom against an evil oppressor.
Do you require anything else?
Ooh, that sounded almost hostile from a Vulcan, almost angry. Talk to, what is it, Shon? Shon? I recognise that name. He is or will be captain of the new Enterprise, the Enterprise F, an Odyssey class cruiser. Captain Picard's successor. Talk to Shon.
How can I assist you?
Oh, you want to assist me? You're not just saying hello? You're already offering assistance? Weren't you the eager beaver? Tell me about yourself.
I'm Vigilance, captain of the Belfast. I run freight for the Tholians. Basic supplies, mostly. But once in a while, they need me to pick up dilithium from the mines on Remus. We're in dock here for a few days getting some repairs done. Cut too close to the Konos blast zone on my last trip back and ran into some raiders. They won't trouble anyone again. But they fused half my power conduits and fried the deflector before I managed to take them out.
So he's still a good strong captain, even if he is under the boot of the Folians.
If there's anything else you need, let me know.
How about a way out of here? Back to my own timeline. And let's talk to this guy. Obisek. Ah, he's the one who's that guy's father. That's his name, Obisek. I think he's leader of the Remans. And their fight against the Tal Shiar. Talk to Obisek.
I will be free.
Yeah. You used to want to be free from the Tal Shiar, now you want to be free from the Folians. Both timelines for you pretty much suck. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Obisek. Once my people served the Romulans. Now we have new masters. I will serve for now, because to refuse would be my death. But when the time is right, we'll rise up against our oppressors and destroy them. If you would be free, watch for an opportunity. The Tholians will show their weakness soon enough.
They sure will.
Do not waste my time.
I'm a busy man. I'm a very, very, very busy man. Okay. And that looks like another of my bridge officers. How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of them. All 4 of my waiting. Well, let's get some chow. Human dietary supplement 47. Not feline supplement then.
Haven't seen you around here before, Captain.
Hey, don't get fresh. I know all about you. Talk to Richard Castillo. He's getting fresh from me like he did with Tasha Yar. In an alternate timeline, he must be. So he's in this timeline where the Klingons beat the Federation, but then got beat themselves by the Dominion. So what's he doing here? He's from the Enterprise C, from the episode Yesterday's Enterprise. Talk to Richard Castillo. Castillo, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Got a minute to talk?
Only if you tell me a little bit about yourself first.
Call me Castillo. Not
Castillo.
a lot to tell, I guess. I'm Lieutenant J.G. Richard Castillo, Helm Officer of the USS Enterprise C, an unwilling time traveler. I'm normally the Helm Officer, but I'm Senior Officer now that Captain Garrett and the rest of the senior staff are gone. I've got to do what the Captain would want. Get us back to where we belong, and finish what we set out to do.
So in this timeline, you came through the anomaly, but there was no Enterprise D to send you back. Or they did try to send you back, but you ended up here. Back.
I know this is hard to accept, but we're not supposed to be here.
Well, duh. I'm new here.
I know. I asked around about you, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you this, but I need your help. You're not supposed to be here. None of us are. Not in this timeline, I mean. My ship, my crew, we were supposed to do something important. We went through an anomaly, moved through time, and everything changed.
Finally, someone who's got a clue.
We tried to go back. I guess the battle with the Klingons disrupted the anomaly. Instead of getting back where we belong, we ended up here with the Tholians running everything. I'd never even seen a Tholian before. You have to help us set things right. You have to help us get back to our ship.
So it sounds like there are three timelines. The original timeline, the timeline where the Enterprise D is fighting the Klingons, and the timeline where the Enterprise D lost the fight. Ah, I know what it was. The Enterprise D, when the Enterprise D sent the Enterprise C through the anomaly to go back to their time, they actually ended up decades in the future after the Enterprise D had lost the war. Because this is decades after the TV show. What are you talking about? Who is us?
Me and my crew. There are a little over 100 of us here, scattered throughout the work camp. We're about 65 years ahead of where we should be, according to my math. We were fighting the Romulans. This was back in 2344. And the weapons discharges caused a temporal rift. We passed through, and because we weren't at Narendra to do what we were supposed to do, the timeline changed.
Yep. And the Enterprise D tried to send you back, but instead you went forward. So they continued to lose the war instead of jumping to back to the normal timeline. Continue.
We ended up in a timeline where the Federation and the Klingon Empire were at war. The Federation was losing, badly. We tried to go back to set things right, but then the Klingons found us and the Enterprise D, and there's someone here with us from that timeline. Her name is Tasha. I'll take you to her. Maybe she can help explain this.
Tasha! Ooh, we're going to meet Enterprise D's former security chief, Worf's mentor, so to speak. Lead on. But don't rush yourself. I mean, you got all the time in the world. That's what they say in the Temporal Mechanics department. There's no time like the present. And there she is. Talk to Tasha Yar.
We need your help.
And it's the original actress doing the voice. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Tasha Yar. I was Chief Tactical Officer of the USS Enterprise D. In my timeline, we were fighting a war against the Klingons, and I was proud to do my part to protect the Federation. What I learned, though, in the correct timeline, history as it should be, I died a meaningless death. I accepted the risks when I put on the uniform, and I don't regret what happened. But if I'm going to die, I want it to mean something. That's why I chose to go back with the Enterprise C.
I should be happy that the Klingons finally kicked the Federation ass, since I'm loyal to the Klingons on this character. But I'm not, because the Klingons may have won, but it was a short-lived victory when the Dominion crushed them.
I know this is a lot to accept, but you have to trust us.
Yes. I did follow him. Talk to Richard Castillo.
Got a minute to talk?
Didn't we just do that? Dr. Tessier.
We need your help.
Ah, there's a new tab. He had to get into the right... Castillo had to get into the right position in order to get this prompt to show up. Now, she's already told me about stuff. Now let's... What's going on here?
I'm from Starfleet, and if I'm right, that's a name that should ring bells with you as well. In an alternate timeline from this one, the correct one, Starfleet is still alive and well. So is the Klingon Empire. When the Enterprise C moved ahead in time, it created an alternate timeline, one in which I was alive but shouldn't have been. I left with the Enterprise to set things right.
Great job. She says, in the real timeline, the Federation's supposed to be alive, and so is the Klingons. Excuse me for being Klingon, or loyal to them. Continue.
We thought we were returning to the Narendra system in 2344 to defend the Klingon colony there from a Romulan attack. We ended up in this nebula in 2409. The Tholians caught us before we could try again, and you can guess the rest. We're going to try to restore the timeline, but to do so, we need the Enterprise C. It's still in the hangar here, and as soon as we get back to her, we'll find the temporal rift and get back to where and when we're supposed to be. To do that, we need your help.
So, you want me to help you restore a Federation that managed to prevent the Klingons from conquering them? One moment, I just got a text I've got to check. Okay. That's that. Okay then, count me in. What do you need me to do?
Franklin Drake is already helping us. He managed to get an access key used to operate the systems in the hangar control room. We need you to get the code from Drake and use it to open the doors to the hangar control room. I'd go myself, but we've already been here a week. The Tholians know.
Hold on a minute, I'm going to have to pause the recording for a moment. Sorry about that interruption with my phone ringing. Some annoying person phoning me up and spoiling my recording. I should have really switched my phone off. So, let's pick up where we left off. I'm going to have to read this because I missed what she said. Franklin Drake is already helping us. He managed to get an access key used to operate the systems in the hangar control room. We need you to get the code from Drake and use it to open the doors to the hangar control room. I'll go myself, but we've already been here a week. The Tholians know we're trying to get back to the ship. They're watching us. But you're new. They won't suspect you're involved. That's the idea, at least. So the Enterprise C is here in a docking bay, and we're gonna get to see it, baby. Continue.
Of course, it's not as simple as getting the code and opening the door. The Tholians have guards on all critical areas. You'll need to slip past the guards and get into the maintenance tunnels. From there, it's a winding maze to the hangar control room, which can only be unlocked from the inside. Once you get in, you'll be able to open the doors. We'll be waiting there to help you free the Enterprise.
I'll do it. What next?
Here, take this communicator. It's on a scrambled frequency the Tholians don't monitor, and it'll allow me to contact you while you're on the move. Maybe you can convince someone to cause a distraction. That might make slipping past the guards into the tunnels easier.
Thanks. Well, there's only one other character we haven't spoken to yet. And he's up here. He might be the one who can cause a distraction for us. Oh, these trousers are itchy. Talk to Bivat. Now, where do I know that name from? He's from a previous storyline, I think. I'm not sure. Was he on the Barge of the Dead in the other timeline? No. Or is he House of Torg involved? I don't know, but let's find out. Talk to Bavat.
What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Bavat. Before the Tholians conquered the Empire, I was the leader of a great house. I sat on the High Council and spoke for the Empire on more than a dozen worlds. None of that matters now. The past is nothing to a slave. I will die here in service to the Tholians, just like you will.
So you're too much of a coward to kill yourself like a good Klingon should.
Ask your questions.
Exit. So before we convince somebody to create a diversion, we must first get the key from Franklin. I wasn't listening, I was distracted by that phone call. But we've got to talk to Franklin Drake to get a key from him. And we know he's this way. He was the first person we met. Oi, Franklin, give us the key.
Do you have a question?
Yar and Costello said you have a key for me.
Take it. Here's a map too. You'll need it in the tunnels. I still don't know why I'm risking my neck for this. Don't expect any more help from me. The Federation fell before I was born. I shouldn't even care, but there's something about Yar and Castillo. I know they believe they can make a difference. It makes me want to believe.
Thank you. I'll take the risks now.
Do you need anything else?
You coward. Yep. It's a nice set. A nice map. All that moving around. Bit of heat for the Tholians, and look at them inside the heated room without their suits on. I mean, the Tholians like things to be over 400 degrees, don't they? That's where they have to wear suits whenever they visit us. Suits that'll keep them warm. I mean, up there, they're all up there as well. I've got to convince someone to create a distraction for me. To distract that guard up there on the top of those stairs. Well, I know I won't get any help from Morn. And Sean seems very eager to help, but I don't trust those Federation types, so I'm going to Bavet. If he's the traitor I think he is from the House of Torg, then he deserves to die. Talk to Bavet.
What do you want?
Can I get you to create a diversion for us? We need to reach the control room.
than a Klingon warrior you will have. I have longed to fight our alien overseers in single combat. Today is that day. For honor, for glory, for the Empire!
Yep, and for me. I'll follow him and wait for his diversion. That phone call really threw me off my concentration. So now I'm just going to pop into the side here, a little out the way, and wait for the diversion. There he is, Babette. Come on, Babette. Call out that Folian.
Honorless dogs! For honor, for glory! Die, honorless dog!
Use the diversion to gain access past the guard. They're not fighting, he's just yelling insults at him. Input security code. I'm in! Now to access the maintenance tunnels. And if I remember rightly, this is quite the maze.
Well done. Those maintenance tunnels are a maze. They make navigating the Jeffries tubes on the Enterprise look easy. I recommend using the map to keep track of where you've been, what doors lead away from which room, and where you are currently.
View hand-drawn map. Well, not a very good map, is it? But if we go straight ahead, we've come through this door, I think. And we got to go straight ahead because these two doors are opposite each other. That's the turn. So if we go straight ahead, into the next part of the maintenance duct. Nothing here, so it's straight ahead. Navigate through the maintenance tunnels to docking control room. Use maintenance duct.
Hit a snag. There are Tholians in the control room. When they're in there, they pump in a Tholian-friendly atmosphere and raise the temperature. It will kill us if we try to enter. You'll need to replace the methane-based atmosphere with something we can breathe, and lower the ambient temperature in the control room before we can continue as planned.
You never foreseen that, did you, before you asked me to risk my life? Why would the Folians put a system in place that could create a hostile environment for them? In other words, why would they allow the control room to suit our atmosphere, since it's hostile to them?
The Tholians are very precise. They want to learn everything they can about the ships they're capturing. All rooms connected to the hangars have their atmospheres exchanged to prevent damage to the systems they're dismantling for study. Also, sometimes they force humanoids to do the work for them, so they'll pump in something we can handle.
Makes sense. Let's keep going forward. And there's nothing here, so if we view the hand-drawn map here, we're at the end of the line. So the map becomes more clear the deeper into the maze of tunnels you go. So let's take a turn now and continue through there. Also, I believe these symbols above the doors make some sort of sense if you want to take the time to work them out. I don't. Use maintenance duct to keep going that way. Ooh, 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 good, it's a stinky old corpse. He's dead, Jim. Who's Jim? Accolade complete. Dead Jim. Well, Thank you very much for that accolade. I wonder what it does. Probably nothing. So, go back the way we came since there's no other exits. And here we are viewing the hand-drawn map again. So we went all the way to the end there. And then came back the way we came. So the exit in front of us goes even further back the way we came. Or we could just take a turn here. Continue. Use maintenance duct. And here we are. Let's remember that this door on the right hand side of the console is the one we just came out of. And this console will close methane gas vents so that the gas won't get in, won't get out. Or will seep out or something like that. Ah, now it's vent the control room, so no, we close the gate so no more methane can get in, and then we vent the control room to make sure the gas that's already in there goes. And now we create an oxygen-based atmosphere. Done. Now let's view the hand-drawn map. Now if we turn around, so we just came out of that door there, so we turn around this way, the map should be the right way round now. We came out of this area, we've already explored this area, so it's straight ahead. And there's only one other turning to do here, so we might as well do that. Let's view the hand-drawn map. Ah, that was the turning there. I'm a bit turned around now. That's the way the map should be. We just came through there. There's a turning there and there's a turning there. I think this should be the next one, or this one. This one, I think. So we turn here for the next part of the route if we want to examine it all, but first lower ambient temperature in the control room. Let's see what our efforts did for the Folians. Drop dead, you crystalline spiders that I want to crush up and put in my warp core. Probably make better power regulators than dilithium crystals. Now let's go this way. Use maintenance duct. Well, there's only one way to go, so waste of time looking at the map. Just go through. And again, only one way for it to go. And we found another console, which I suspect we've already used. We might be going back the way we came. Let's have a look at the map. No, through there is to the control room. Possibly. Because the drawing goes off the map there, so if I go back the way I came, I might be able to get to this area here. See if there's anything there. Or this area. Yeah, I've got to go all the way around this way. So it's back the way I came. So I don't want to go to the control room yet. I know from past experience there's something else here I need to find. Hand-drawn map again. We're back to where we were. And we just came out of This is the way the map should be. We just came out of that door behind us, and we want to go here. There's only one way to go here, so we might as well do it without looking at the map. And there's a crate. Well, lovely. Let's search the crate, see what we get. Level appropriate item. Take. Accolade complete. Temporal treasure hunting. I've got a positron deflector. So let's go back 2 steps and look at the map again. And now we must go all the way back to where we started to get these 2 sections. So if we just came out of this door, then to get back the way we came, we go through this door. Hand drawn map. We just came through this door behind us. To get back the way we came, we go through that door as a shortcut. We didn't use this conduit yet, so we went around it. View hand drawn map. We just came from this door, so that's lined up with this. So we need to go through that one. Use maintenance duct. Only one option, use it again. And if we continue straight ahead, we should end up back out in the corridor to the commissary. And we certainly don't want to go back out to the commissary, so we go this way. And there's only one option. Ooh, consult the wisest tribble. Accolade complete. Everyone remember where we parked. In other words, I've navigated the entire maze. Looked at every single bit of it, not just... I didn't just go straight to the control room. So now I consult the wisest tribble. The tribble trills softly. Elder Tribble, please share your wisdom. The tribble cowers in the corner and screams. You resist the urge to smash it. Then you realise you're talking to a tribble. Maybe you've been in these access tunnels too long, or maybe it's the gas fumes. Well, I do work for the Empire, so the tribble's bound to not like me. Accolade complete, the whistle tribble. So back the way we came, and it's all gassy in here. Use maintenance duct. Use it again. Now, one of these leads outside, and we don't want to use it. Out back into the corridor, and we don't want to use it, and we just came out there, so that's the route we want to go in. We trace our steps back to the control room area. Now I believe we change our course. Yes, we go that way. And then we change our course again to go that way this time. Only one option, so it can't be wrong. View hand drawn map. Meaning we just came out of there, so we've got to go through and change our course here. Because everywhere else is either dead end or back to the commissary. And now we can't go wrong from here. And we're in the control room. And we open the door to let in Tasha Yar and Castillo. And she's brought Tanel with her.
The Tholians will send someone to investigate.
Okay, so we talk to assign tasks to prepare Enterprise C for escape. Release docking clamps, restore ship power, disable tractor beam, deactivate Tholian webbing. So allow Enterprise C to escape, because that is the Enterprise C out there. We actually see it, and you can see the letter C on it. And the word Enterprise. So let's assign tasks to these people. Talk to Richard.
We need to work together. What do you want me to do?
Depends, what's your specialty?
I was the helm officer on the Enterprise before everything went to hell. But I'm really handy with heavy machinery, like those clamps holding the ship. I know I can take care of those and get us free. If you need me to do something else, maybe I can work on that web shield. It will need to come down before we can fly out of here. Or the ship's power. I know every inch of the old girl. If I could figure out the Tholian interface, I might be able to connect to the ship and restore the power remotely.
Back.
We need to work together.
I think we'll
What do
have
you want
him
me
do
to
the
do?
docking clamps. Talk to Tanel.
I am here to assist. What do you require?
What's your specialty?
My first posting in Starfleet was to an ambassador-class vessel. I am familiar with most of the ship's systems, but I spent several months working on a refit of the ship's computer. I am confident I can restore the ship's power levels quickly. Also, I do have some experience with Tholian technology from my time in the Resistance. If you prefer, I could attempt to deactivate the web shield or tractor beams.
I think the power system's for
I
you.
am here to assist. What do you...
And you're a security officer.
We don't have much time.
What's your
I
specialty?
know a few tricks to take that tractor beam system offline. I'm also fairly confident that with enough time, I can release the docking clamps holding the ship, or take down the Tholian's web shielding.
Well,
We
you're
don't have
obviously
much
assigned
time.
to the tractor beam, and stop trying to rush me. And that leaves one task left for me. The web. Take down that Tholian web. Destabilize energy matrix.
Overriding security protocols.
Deactivate Tholian webbing. They all have a progress bar above their heads. I succeeded. Let's check on the team. She's still working.
I'm changing the
She's
targeting
done.
subroutines for the tractor beams.
He's done. Nothing else to do there, even though it's still flashing. She's working harder than the rest.
Tractor beam is disabled.
Head to the ship. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go steal the Enterprise C back from the Tholians. Are you all with me? Good. Uh-oh. Force fields. I thought you deactivated all the security protocols. These are probably for environmental, because of the atmosphere problem. Do you want me to do that for you? I know a few things about force fields. Well, it's not exactly hard to deactivate them, Tasha. Especially when the button to deactivate them is on this side of them. do know that we could have Folian swarming at us any minute. I know that. I thought we took care of everything. Starfleet Protocol 547C clearly states that. I don't think Folians have heard of Protocol 547C, and I don't think anyone cares, Tasha. What are you, an android? I know you like sleeping with them. And we board the Enterprise C. I'm now in command of an iconic ship. Saving it from captivity. Beautiful. The Azure Nebula. The first thing we do, set weapons to auto fire. And then it's escape Folian base. There we go. Escaping, escaping. Not at full impulse though. Not like we're in a hurry. Captain, I'm detecting Folian mesh weavers headed for our position. Oh crap! Do we get time to scan the magnesite ore before they attack? No, we don't. Set up the buffs now. Whoops, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I'm just pressing everything. I'm not familiar with the tools on this ship, so I'm just trying everything. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. Oh, that was nice, whatever it was. Oh, escape those torpedoes. Ah, I need more power to the shields. Rotate shield frequencies in the middle of combat. A big no-no, but I did it anyway. Ooh, this ship is a bit tanky from what I can see. They've got an attractor beam, that means evasive manoeuvres. Ooh, what's this? Oh no! It's a Folian tarantula. And who's that? Whoever he is, he's on my side. It's a future ship, a Wells class. One of those time travel ships from the Future Federation. And he just took out a Folian tarantula for me. That's no small favour. Those Folian tarantulas are mean. Strike and dip accolade. Ah, got you in a tractor beam now, mesh orb weaver. This should get you. And a quick change for torpedoes. But they didn't fire. Notice we can't call in fleet support here. Right, go back into the middle of them and fire off this thing. Photonic shockwave. concentrating on that little one. Why won't you die? Ah, at last. And now Folian Recluse, they're tough as well. Mesh Reapers are tough, Folian Recluses are tougher, but Tarantulas, they're the nasty ones. They're the ships everybody wants to pilot. I've got a Recluse and a tractor beam. Give it a shockwave. What is that? Auxiliary power to structure integrity. I don't seem to have any torpedoes available. Well, I do, but not frequently. This ship is a bit older than the usual kind. It's not quite as... It's very tanky, but it can't hit very hard because it's 100 years out of its time. This has turned out to be an epic battle. Hang on, where's me power? Where's me power? Bit of warp plasma, have some of that, that might cover me.
We took a hit. Phasers are partially offline. We'll need to work together to take out this last ship.
Oh, I'm losing shield power. Shields are down. Hit him with a torpedo. Yeah! Now I can scan the magnesite ore, I think.
The way is clear, and the temporal anomaly has been stabilized. Head for the anomaly, Enterprise. It will put you back where you need to be.
Can we scan the magnesite ore first, please? If we get a bit closer. Let's have a look at the Wales class ship. Ooh, there it is. The way is clear. Oh, and the temporal anomaly, he said that, has been stabilised. Head for the anomaly Enterprise C, or put you back where you belong. Who are you? How do you know where we need to be?
That's my job. The details aren't important. Restoring the timeline is. Get moving. The Tholians are already starting to regroup.
He looks like he's on a Galaxy class bridge, but that's not the bridge that ship has. It's like Captain Baxton's bridge from Voyager. Thank you for your help. Setting a course now. After I've scanned the magnesite. Taking that magnesite could be like the butterfly effect and could alter the timeline. They didn't think of that, did they? Yep, there's the Wales class time ship. There's a much bigger dreadnought version of that available now from the Mirror Universe. Oh, there's more stuff to scan over there, so I'll go for that first. Magnesite ore. Now we find the anomaly and go home. And it's over this way somewhere. There it is. I am the captain of the Enterprise C, with Tasha Yar sitting on my knee, and Tanel in the loo taking a pee. The USS Pastak, that's a ship that will make more appearances in future episodes. Fly through Temporal anomaly. And that's a Wells class bridge, different to the one in his backdrop during the hail. Where am I? What am I doing here? Force field?
I'm sure you've realized by now, you're part of a very different timeline. This one is an aberration that we are here to correct.
Who are you to be the judge of that?
It would be irresponsible of us to let you go back in time with the Enterprise C, and compromise that timeline as well.
What are you going to do with me then? Keep me in this force
We'll send
field?
you back to your time. There are still some very important events in the 25th century that you need to be a part of.
You're lucky there's a force field here. So how do I get
back? As soon as the Enterprise C returns to its correct place in history, the timeline should right itself.
Oh, it's like being reborn. Travelling through time. There be whales here! Scan for anomaly. I'm back on my ship. Accolade complete. Vigilance. That's strange. I thought I had something on sensors, but it's gone. Everything is quiet. No Tholians or other ships within range. And the anomaly Command wanted us to investigate isn't here. I will inform Command that this was nothing but a wild targ hunt. We can depart the system on your orders. So I'm back on my ship and there's no anomaly here, and my crew have no memory of what we've just been through. But we won't go just now, because I spotted some magnesite ore behind me. Leave no stone unturned. The same magnesite ore that was there in the past, it's still there now, even though I took it from the past. Oh, this ship ain't as fast as the Enterprise. There we go, we can scan it now. Using arrow keys to match the waveform. And now we can scan for the anomaly in order to get the depart system prompt. And there it is. Well, Chancellor, you sent us on a wild targ hunt. What do you got to say for yourself, you unworthy leader of the Empire? We're still in the Azor Nebula while we wait for him to... While we wait for the engineer Tamira. That's not Chancellor John Puck. Temporal Ambassador. There wasn't anything there. That's strange. Congratulations on restoring the timeline and ensuring that the USS Enterprise C maintained its proper place in history. You will receive a Camarag class ship of your own. Really? Will I? So, yesterday's Enterprise uniform and a ship! A new ship! A Camarak battlecruiser. Yep, that's why everybody wants to play that episode, because it gives you a ship. If I was a Federation character, I would receive the Enterprise C as my new ship. But because I'm a Klingon, I can't have a Federation ship, so I get their equivalent to it.
Congratulations, General.
Accolade complete. New crew. Chancellor Jumpug is hailing us, Captain. Accolade complete. A new crew and Chancellor Jumpug is hailing us. Continue.
Heed the call of the warrior. Claim the honor due your family.
Promotion to Major General. I'll accept that one. Congratulations, Ursula. You have proven yourself to be a strong warrior and invaluable to the Klingon Empire. Return to Cronus. Chancellor Jumpug would like to formally recognize your contributions to the Empire. Speak to Jumpug in the Klingon High Council chambers in the Great Hall on Cronus. You will receive the following reward.
Serve the Empire well.
Okay. Hail new officer. Hail Klingon Defense Force. Hold up. One thing at a time. Oh, it looks like they're hailing me. Bridge officer requisitions. Who will be pledging their loyalty to the IKS Tinkerbell 3? Am I not on the Tinkerbell 2 anymore? No, I'm on the 3, yeah. You will receive the following reward and a choice of whichever officer I want. Well, that depends. What officers have I got now? Tactical, science, engineering, science, tactical, science. Looks like I got 3 of everything. There's that new ship. Although it's 100 years out of date. But always get a Klingon. Hang on. An Orion? Nah, the Orion's male and this is going to be a female crew of Orion sexy, so no. The Klingon's a female, so we'll have her. Honour and glory to you, Captain. My name is Bokuva. There is no room on the IKS Tink 1 for new bridge officers. That's because we're not in the Tink 1, we're in the Tinkerbell 3. The Tink 1 is a shuttle. So she can't join now, so she goes into my inventory. So, by completing the Vigilance story arc, I get a new ship as a reward for playing the last episode of that story arc, plus a new bridge officer that goes along with my promotion to Major General. And we will go to Cronus to accept that promotion right now. We can even transwarp there. Save us having to chug along. Even though the graphics always seems to go wrong. But might as well get the promotion out of the way on this video. See what happens. I've got a new ship to play with, even if it is a bit out of date. We've got to go to the first city to talk to the Chancellor. bonus at the end of this 4-story, 4-video series. Bit more loading. I never expected I was getting that close to a promotion. I forgot about the level 45 promotion. First city, Cronus. And look who's there in the middle, Q. With a couple of dancing girls and dancing Breen, and Worf is there as well. Yeah, it's good to be home. Back in these walls again. Smell the stink of it, isn't it great? Oh, it's the High Council chamber. I don't know what that sound was for. Oh yeah, it's changing to speak with Chancellor Jumpeg. Yeah, the leaders of the Empire are cheering my name. Talk to Chancellor Jumpeg. General Ursula, you have fought for the Klingon Empire with bravery and honor. Your successes on the field of battle show you have the heart of a warrior. We need more commanders like you to crush our enemies and bring glory to the Empire. Fight well, General. Qapla'. Continue.
Serve the Empire well. Qapla'.
If you insist. Until the day my people overthrow the Empire for conquering us. Oh, hello. Another little Orion there. How you doing? Another one of my people came out to see my promotion. Oh, we got more inventory slots as well. That's the new ship. I might never use it because it's going to be 100 years out of date, just like the Enterprise C is for Federation characters that play that episode. But we got plenty of dilithium ore. In fact, today I burnt over 2,000 playing those 4 stories, recording these 4 videos. So that was the Vigilance story arc, where I made 4 videos, 1 for each episode. Finishing with what we just played in this video, Temporal Ambassador. Which had nothing to do with Romulans and Borg weapons. So why it's part of the story arc that has all that, I don't know. Still, good enough for me. This is Alt Lexington, representing Meriki Revenge Fleet. Thank you from me, and thank you from Ursula for watching us play yet another episode on our very low-res video footage and listening to me drone on. Please like and subscribe and have a good day. Bye.